Dracaena Plaza will see the creation of an Olympic standard skate park for all-wheeled sports, together with a new car parking and travel layout that will also benefit the adjacent Dracaena Centre. The project has a detailed budget in place and all the necessary planning permissions have been obtained. Dracaena Plaza is now seeking funding to turn these visionary plans into reality. Falmouth Town Council's ambitious project will build on the success of the Dracaena Centre in offering both social support and recreational activities. The project will bring a range of benefits both to the local community and the town's surrounding areas. It will provide a focal point for services and for the community to gather. The recreational fields already contain sports facilities with pitches marked out for football and shinty. There is also an outdoor gym with a variety of exercise equipment that is free to use. The Dracaena Centre itself provides activities for a variety of age groups, from infants to pensioners, alongside a comprehensive range of youth services and wider support services for the community. The creation of the skate park will see a major transformation to the area. Its designer, Ian Jennings, explained the process involved in creating this custom design.
The design we've come up with for Falmouth was entirely led by user consultation. The brief was quite a unique one. Bowls are very popular these days, and it seems to be everyone's priority to think they need to build a bowl. A bowl is a structure that represents an empty swimming pool, and it was very refreshing with Falmouth to think outside of the box and go for a more street style setup to tick the boxes for the ramp users with a more traditional half pipe rather than a bowl. And the design for Falmouth consists of a very wide, what we'd call a mini ramp setup, and an expansive street style setup. And this is a very different approach to a large budget. And I think it's going to create a really unique space that has a character and an identity that sets it apart from other skate parks.
The plans for the plaza also include the improvement of access and parking to both the skate park and the Dracaena Centre, designed by local architect Michael Horman.
In my youth, in the hometown where I came started, there was the Münster Monster Mastership, a skateboard tournament, and this had a massive impact on the culture and the community there, and I visited twice. So now being involved with the skate park and the design, and more important with the infrastructure, which is the link between the Dracaena Centre and also the skate park, was just a fantastic opportunity to make sure that not only the skate park is a fantastic facility, also the Dracaena Centre gets improved and the facilities, especially the traffic facilities, get safe and good news for the community.
So at the Dracaena Centre, which is a registered charity, we support the wider community. We work with many people from Falmouth and Penryn, and our work goes out towards Truro and over towards Helston. So there's a large catchment area of people who come and use our services. We work with young families, so we do a lot of early years work. We are supporting parents in parenting. We have such things like a toy library, and we do a lot of baby painting activity. Our services then go through to supporting children and young people. So we have an extensive youth service here with a number of youth workers who are out on the streets working with young people or delivering centre-based activities here. A lot of information, advice and guidance for many young people who are losing a bit of direction, and so our skilled workers are able to get them back on track and share opportunities that may be available to them. With regards to sport and certainly the skatepark project, we have sports coaches based at the centre here, so a lot of our young people and older people, we put a wide range of sports and wellbeing activities on. We work with an awful lot of children, not just in the school holidays but in term time as well. But certainly in the school holidays around here, with parents having to work and young people being at a loose end, we provide a lot of holiday activities. And those activities are good for physical and mental well-being for the young people. And we also feed them as well. For many parents who are struggling, for us to be able to provide their children with a hot meal before or after their activity is vitally important to us. We know that there's going to be a lot of people of different ages using the skate park. We're very well connected in our community, and we have thousands and thousands of people coming through the centre each year, and many of those have a positive outlook on the skate park. Certainly with young people, we have an extensive youth service here. And before the pandemic, we were working with between 200 and 250 young people a week on the various projects that we offer them from here. A lot of that work is street-based youth work. But we also get feedback from the community about young people, I'll use the term hanging around. Some people might see that as antisocial behaviour, others might see it that there's young people are just congregating and chatting and having a nice time. However, with the skate park facility there, a lot of the young people that we're seeing out on the streets want it to be there. They want to come down and use it, and they want to be involved in its development and its growth. So for us, working with young people, reducing a perceived antisocial behaviour element can only be a positive thing.
Skateboarding is far more than a sport. It's a subculture and a place for people to belong, although its benefits are not always that apparent to the outside observer. We interviewed some passionate skateboarders to discover more.
So the interesting thing about Falmouth is that we have the highest population of under 18s in all of Cornwall. This is because we've got 4 primary schools, 2 secondary schools, and then we have quite a few surrounding villages that have smaller schools as well. Add on top of that, we have a university that can bring 8,000 to 10,000 people down yearly. So Falmouth has loads of parks and gardens and fantastic green spaces, which is amazing for tourists and local people alike, but nothing specifically for young people. We really should have more activities for the kids to do. It's really important for young people to have a space to call their own. Skate parks are a really interesting phenomenon, as that if you build something really good, they manage themselves. People take ownership of the space and look after it. They take pride in these spaces, and it's really valuable lessons for kids to learn. You find that they actually stop antisocial behaviour because it's a place for them to meet and be there, and they don't want that to be taken away. They don't want people to come in and supervise it like a school, so therefore they maintain it. It's also a place where to learn valuable social lessons. You learn etiquette, you learn respect for your other park users. People learn how to talk and communicate to each other. So you turn up a skate park with your skateboard, your BMX and your scooter, and you're instantly within this new tribe. It doesn't matter where you've been pigeonholed at school and what kind of group you're in. As soon as you're in the skate park, you have this identification with other people and maybe in other social groups, and all of a sudden you're all accepted. So you get this great unique opportunity where you're not judged for what you do or have done or are at school. You're in this totally accepting world.
I really feel like for Falmouth locally, it's about the sport in the community and making sure that everybody who's living here has access to a world-class facility that everybody can use and make fun of. And it's from that point, that grassroots point, that maybe further down the line, somebody who gets to go enjoy skateboarding, go there every day, make the friends and support network that they'll have for the rest of their lives. And you will find out of that pool of people, you're going to have solid skateboarders who might go on to compete at international level. Obviously we've had the Olympics recently, and that is a big difference between the UK and America and other places in the world. The standard facilities do help push the progression of the sport or the culture or everything, however you define skateboarding. Having places to practice. It's all about practice and doing something you love every day. That's how you get really good.
Facilities are thankfully getting bigger and bigger all the time, and there are more and more skate parks popping up. But we're not even close to meeting the demand. Concrete Waves at Newquay is a great example. One of the biggest projects we've done to date. Every time I visit, it is absolutely packed. And there's been a huge increase in locals that have now taken up wheeled sports that are now using the space. But also there's skate park tourism, and people will travel from all over the country to visit a good skate park. I would expect to see hundreds of people using a facility like Falmouth on a daily basis, and I think everyone will be completely surprised and shocked by how popular it is.
As you can see, the project enjoys widespread support throughout Falmouth's community, and all necessary pre-construction planning work is in place, together with a detailed budget. Falmouth Town Council are now seeking funders to help finance this ambitious vision that will deliver a range of benefits to improve health and well-being in Falmouth and the surrounding community. Dracaena Plaza will also enable young people to have a space to call their own and get outside to play, exercise, laugh, have fun and socialise, all key factors that are essential post-pandemic, particularly for our young people to recover from the challenges they have faced since 2020. Dracaena Plaza isn't just a skate park, it's a creative space that will be owned by the people that use it. It's a project about human connection and building a new, strong, resilient community for Falmouth. The skate park is just the start.